Right. Good evening, people. So I was a little late. So let's straight away go to our lesson. So we have start our practicals last time, right? So I hope you had a very good vacation for New Year's. So happy New Year for everyone again. And let's start, right? So so far we get to know about the home tab and what are the components of those the last time we met, right? So today we are going to go thereafter, right? So today we are going to learn most about the insert tab, how insert tab is going to use and how we are going to work with it, right? So let me introduce you the insert tab. Before that, let me share the screen. So I have already start recording. Right. So I'll take the MS Word. And I receive most of yours, the practicals, but some of you have not sent me the practicals yet, right? So I want you to send them as soon as possible. So next week, I'll tell you who has not done the practical so far. If anyone is having hard time to do it, like you don't have a computer or like any other difficulties, let me know, right? But you have to inform how it happens, right? Okay, people. So as we know, this is the 2019 version, and yeah, I got the a new document. So we talked about the home tab, and we talk about the home tab, the font group, as well as the paragraph, right? So we have done some practical out of this as well, right? So once we finish today's lesson, I'm going to give you another practical. So in the very same way, you have to do it and send it to me, right? So the practical will be posted to your groups, right? So you have to take it and do it and send it back to me, right? Okay, so can I have the confirmation whether I can hear you at your place clearly, people? Yes. Can you hear me clearly, everyone? Right, great, great. All right, so let's go like this. So today we are going to learn about the insert tab. Before I move into it, I need to take your attention to these styles. Now these styles, there are like different kinds of styles, right? These styles are given as a help for us to uh, like uh, to create a table of table of content kind of things, right? Then අපි මේ headings හරි විදිහට පාවිච්චි කරොත් it is very easy to generate a table of content, right? Table of content කියන එක මම හිතන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා අපි පටුන කියලා කියන්නේ පොතක, right? So it is not in your syllabus, but we mostly use this heading tags to have that kind of things, right? I'll if I got the time, I'll show you how it happens, right? But not now. For the moment, I need you to show how these styles are working, right? So like if I take the heading as like this, which is our subject. Right, so I select it, and if I go for the heading, it will have a specific formattings inside it, right? And I can apply many different types of formattings, right? So it will applied accordingly, and if you want to create a new style, you can create a style from here. But since it is not in your syllabus, I'm not going to talk into it very much, right? And yeah, and this find, replace, and select. So in there, the find and replace is much needed for us, right? So first of all, I'll let you know about these things before we move to the insert tab. So I'm increasing my things. So I'm going to take some paragraph. I'll copy it from your book. Right, so we can select everything at once by pressing CTRL key and the A key, right? Control A. We'll select everything at once. Then we can apply a particular size. So in my case, I'm going to apply this, right? Okay, so yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this find and replace. There are two different features. So this find will help you to find the words inside the document. Like mostly it is the English words, right? So we can have this find searching box by pressing Control and F as well, right? So earlier this was not like this. The find box was not like this. Actually it was like something like this. මේ වගේ window එකක් තමයි open උනේ. අතන මෙතනක් තියෙනවා. There is a find uh, window in here as well. But in new versions now, when you say Control F, it starts from your left hand side, right? So in here, if I type anything, right, like so, if I say C, so when I type C in here, මෙතන තමයි C type කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Now you can see all C's in this paragraph are being selected, right? If I say O, then the places where CO finds, it will get highlighted. So if I say communi, like commu, COMMU, so it will highlight the words, right? So finding is easy, right? Because it will find you the same thing, whatever the phrase, whatever the word that you are going to type inside that box, it will be highlighted, right? Then you can see it, the places where you have used this particular phrase or a part of word, right? Or even a letter you can use, right? And find and replace will facilitate you in many different ways, right? So like find and replace. Now here in find and replace, I have taken this particular window, and now look at this. Now if I ask to replace C by Z, so this find and replace is there to find a letter or a part of a word or a part of a sentence, right? And to replace it with something. It can be another word, it can be another letter, it can be another symbol kind of a thing, right? Anything that you can, you're going to replace it, right? So here I am saying, what I'm saying is, just find C and replace it by Z. So here I've got two buttons, which is called replace and replace all. So if I say replace, now my first C is here with the communication, right? So let's see what's happened to that. I place the cursor over here and it selects. That's how it finds. And it changed. C become Z. Then it selects the second C and it changed. So likewise, one after the other, all the C's in this document will be replaced by Z and say they are finished searching the document, right? So because it is searching and replacing. And if I undo this, and now what I'm doing is I'm saying, again, replace C by Z, but this time I'm going to use replace all, not the replace. Now see what happens when I use replace all. So everything get replaced at once. And it says we made 7 replacements, right? Then we can press OK. Is that clear, everyone? How we are going to use the find and the replace? Yes, can I have the confirmation? Right, great. Okay. All right, how about others? 2 did confirm me. How about others? Right, okay, great. So that is how the find and replace work. Right. So then after, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to change it to the very first place. So now I'm going to tell you how to use this clipboard. Now this clipboard, there are some things that we know already. Paste is there, cut is there, copy is there. So now, if I need to copy something, what we are going to do is we are going to select the specific word or the specific sentence or the entire paragraph, right? But whatever we need a copy, whenever we need a copy, we are going to select what we want to copy, right? So you can select a word by double clicking on it or just by making the mouse, taking the mouse from left to right, dragging the mouse from left to right or from right to left, right? And if you want to select a sentence, you can triple click, right? So however, if you want to copy something, you have to select it. So I'm copying this first word. Then I can have a copy of this by using this particular command, as well as we can use it by using Control key and C. And remember, when you are working with the word, it's better you get to know about these shortcuts. There are very simple shortcuts for you to remember. Lot of, like almost all the shortcuts is related with the CTRL button, because CTRL calls the control button. So to control something, we need CTRL and another key. So most of the times that key starts from the first letter of the word or like the task that we are going to go. Like copy starts from C. So the shortcut key is Control C, right? And paste is P. paste starts from P, but shortcut is not Control P. Control P stands for printing. And since the letter V stays near to C, C akura gaamani V in. So V is used to do the pasting. Control V, right? So you can copy it from this particular clipboard, or you can right click here after selection. Then you can copy it from here, right? Or else you just press Control and C. And then if you want to paste it somewhere, so first move your cursor, because the pasting is happening by considering where the cursor. So if this is the place that you need to copy, so you go there and you can use the paste option, and you can see the shortcut key. They are showing it by using Control and V, right? And here at the bottom of the paste option, we have pasting, like the many different pasting methods, right? So like they're asking you to keep the source formatting. That means from wherever we are going to copy that, you paste it as it is. And this says merge formatting. So ඔයා copy කරේ වෙන document එකකින් නම් ඒ document එකේ format එකයි මේ document එකේ තියෙන formatting සුයි දෙකම එකතු කරලා. And here you can paste it as a picture, and you can paste just the text, right? So text only කියලා දුන්නොත්, so it will just paste the text by the default font, which is the Calibri. Right? So likewise, you can paste, or you can just paste, right? Control V, and Control V will just paste you the things like this. So likewise, you can move the cursor and you can paste wherever you want using Control V, right? And there's an option called cut. Cutting means like you are taking something from its original place and moving it to another place, right? So if you need to move this communication word from there to somewhere else, you can use cut. So you can use cut option from here. The keyboard shortcut is Control X. Then katura X akura wage neda. So cutting is done by X. So Control X, right? And or else you can right click here and say cut, or you can use the shortcut key, which is called Control X. So once you press Control X or cut, the particular word will disappear from that particular place. අපි කියනකො ඒ වෙලාවට මේ අපි කට් කරගත්ත එක තියෙන්නේ දැන් clipboard එකේ කියලා computer එකේ clipboard එක කියලා කියන්නේ utility program එකක්. තෙසඳු yes copy කරන්න Control C computer එකේ ඕන තැනක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඕන තැනක් means like this. තෙසඳු දැන් ඔයා මේ text එකක් නේ copy කරලා ගත්තේ. එතකොට text එක paste කරන්න පුළුවන් ඕන තැනක paste කරද හැකි. දැන් ඔයාට එහෙම අරගෙන ඔයාට පුළුවන් folder එකේ නමකට මේක paste කරන්න. නැත්නම් file එකක නමක් විදිහට මේක දෙන්න. right? ඒ වගේ දැන් එහෙම නැතුව දැන් මේ මෙහෙම තියෙන window එකේ හිස් අවකාශ වලට paste කරන්න බෑ පුතේ. ඒක ඒතකොට වචනයක් විතරනේ. ඔයාට files copy paste කරන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදිහට මගේ මේ මෙතන ඔයගලන්ට පේන්න තියෙන audio file එක copy එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ. Control C පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. And you can go somewhere and press Control V, so you can paste. So Control C කියන්නේ universal command එකක්. Windows option, Windows වල සහ Microsoft products වල copy කරගන්න අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ Control and C. Paste කරන්න Control and V. Right? So now we have cut something out, and if this is the place that we need to paste it, you can place the cursor there. You can press Ctrl V or any other pasting option. So you can paste it. And the beauty of this is you can paste it as much as you want. You can paste it as much as you want. Then ඕක වැදගත් වෙන්නේ pasting කියන එකේදී අපිට ඔහම requirement එකක් තියෙනවා. එක තැනකින් cut කරා දිගටම paste වෙනවා. ඇයි දිගටම paste වෙන්නේ? මම අර කලින් කිව්වනේ මේ cut කරපු කෙනා it is in the utility program called clipboard. Clipboard එකේ තමයි අපි copy කරන ඒවා ඔක්කොම අල්ලගෙන ඉන්නේ. So clipboard එකේ තියෙන ඕනම දෙයක් ඕන තරම් වතාවක් paste කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි එයාට copy කරපු ගමන් එයා අල්ලගෙන ඉන්නේ කියන්නේ ළඟදීම copy කරපු කෙනා. most recentlyම copy කරපු කෙනා තමයි clipboard එකේ ඉන්නේ. තෙසඳු Control C කියන shortcut එක computer එකේ ඕන තැනක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඕනම දෙයක් copy කරන්න. පුළුවන් තෙසඳු no problem. copy කරන්න තියෙන්නේ select කරලා තියෙනුනේ file එකක් නම් file එක select කරන්න ඕනේ, folder එක නම් folder එක select කරන්න ඕනේ. right? Control C, Control X, Control V. Copy, paste, cut, paste කියන තුන් දෙනා කැමති විදිහකට පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Windows වල ඕන තැනක. Windows වල හොඳේ. ඔක වෙන operating systems වලට එනකොට වෙනස් වෙනවා. right? Hari. So we know how to copy, how to cut, and what happened when we do those things. Copy එකක් ගත්තම එතන තියෙන original content එක නැති වෙන්නේ නැහැ. It's just a copy being taken to a clipboard. When you cut it, the original content will taken into the clipboard, and you can paste as much as you want. Right? So pasting, Control C, Control V we can use to do the pasting. Okay. පැහැදිලිද? confirm කරන්න. Right, great. Right, now I'm going to show you something very interesting. Look at this. I'm going to format this information technology. I'm going to give some color to it. I'll give red. And making the size a little bit increase the size, and I underline it, right, and I make it bold, right? So likewise. So if you want to apply the very same formatting to somewhere else, දැන් හිතන්නකෝ අපි මොකක් හරි document එකක් කරනවා කියලා. ඒ document එකේ headings ටික අපිට එකම විදිහකට හදා ගන්න ඕනේ. right? දැන් එතකොට වාගේ document එකේ headings 10ක් තිබ්බොත් ඔයා මේක 10 තැනම මේක මේ වැඩේ කරන්න ඕනේ. අපිට එහෙම කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. We have an option called format painter. So what we have to do is we have to select the word or one of the character එක කැලක් තේරුවොත් අවුලක් නැහැ. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඕක කරනකොට සම්පූර්ණ එකම එකපාරට select කරගන්නවා. Then what you are going to do is you are going to use this option called format paint. Right? So Format Painter, why it is there, it can copy not only the content, but the format which is being given to that particular content. Yeah, I'm sorry. It will just copy the formatting, not the content. Right? Make a format paint again karanne apply කරලා තියෙන formats ටික copy කරගන්න. Right? So once you click on it, you won't see anything get differs, but your mouse pointer will change. Look at the mouse pointer. So now it has a brush and a cursor. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to this converted word. I'm going to click and select the word converted. තාම mouse එක අතහැරලා නැහැ. තාම mouse එක ඔබාගෙන ඉන්නේ select කරලා උනාන් පස්සේ. ඔන්න දැන් මම අතාරිනවා. Look what happens. Did you see that? So the same formatting was affected here. Right? So if you want it on many different places, what you have to do is you double click on the format painter, not the single click, you double click, right? So once we apply double click, it won't go away until we click on the format painter again, right? Now you can apply this particular formatting to anywhere and to any place you want. Anubala. And then I see CON කියන වචන තුනට විතරක් apply කරනවා. See, still my format paint is here. I'm applying it to and. I apply it to cation part. Right. So likewise, we can apply it in many different places. Right. So how we are going to get rid of this? As I remember, I double click it. Yeah. Once you double click, no, it won't go. Say right click. Won't go. You have to go format painter and click it again. So it will go to the normal scenario. Terunada, how you are going to copy the format from one place to another. Yes, people, can I have the confirmation? Oh, lamai. Clear the. Right, great. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to move to the insert tab. Right, so we know about the home tab now. We're going to the insert tab. And people, before that, how we are going to save this document? Anyone? Did we discuss about saving the document last time? Yes, what is the way we are going to save this? Yes, okay. Let me remind. I really don't remember whether I told this to you. Right, never mind. This is the way you are going to save the document. Now look at the document name of mine. It's just document1-word. That's all that we are having. So if we are going to save this document, we can save it in many different ways. One way is use this shortcut icon, which is the save. Right. Sorry, everyone. I was disconnected for a moment. Right. So we were talking about the saving part, right? So you can use this save button right over here, right? Or else you can use the keyboard shortcut, Control and S key, right? Control S, right? And or else you can use File. So when you press File, you will be given a new menu, and Save. Not the save as, save. It is a proper way of saving. Even though you have given the save as, it's going to be the same result, right? But I'll tell you the difference of save and save as. So save, once you click save, next thing that you will be asked, what is the place that you need to save this file, right? Or store this file. Right now, in some versions, this is different than again 2019, then as well as 2010, 2013. They will give you this kind of place, and they will show the places in the left hand side and recently opened places at the right hand side. So if you can see the place from this particular list, so you just click on it. If you can't see the place, so you just browse for it. So click the browse. Browse කියන එක හැම computer එකකම තියෙනවා. අපේ මොන හරි දෙයක් save කරන්න open කරාම. So browse, then you are going to show what is the place that you need to save this. Now, since you don't have an account or like the a particular place to save, right? When you are saving it on someone else's computer, you have to choose a temporary place like the desktop. But when you choose, when you are saving your own in your own computer, right? So try to save it other than the desktop and C drive. Now I can choose the places from this particular scroll bar at the left hand side. Now I'm having C and D. So I'm selecting D, so I can see what is inside D. So I'm selecting ICT, I'm selecting O level, and I'm selecting, no, I'm going to give a practical, or like I'm going to give the name in right over here. So information technology, there is a default name that the window has taken automatically, right? So I'll save this as exercise 1. So whenever I'm going to save, it is in the D, ICT, and O level, right? So I'm going to hit the save button. So once I say click the save button, that particular window disappears. Then most of you people will feel, අයියෝ මේක හරියට save වුණාද දන්නේ, right? To confirm that, so go to your original place. So open the file explorer, and we went to the D drive inside the ICT, right? And inside the O levels. Yeah, here it is, exe1. So it is being saved for the place that you were proposing. Got it? Confirm whether you are okay with it. Right, great. Then why there is something called save as? Save as is there if you want to save your document in a different place, there are ways that you can do. You can copy your document from somewhere and paste it to somewhere else. And if you want to copy it, if you want to paste it, or if you want to copy in another place, you can use the save as well as save as help you to create new document formats, not just the Word. Right now, when we save something from Word, that particular document is going to stay with the extension called docx. Can you see something like docx? See the unhighlighted part. So docx is the extension of the Word documents. And if you want to save this as a PDF, PDF, portable document format called PDF. So if you want to save the same document, like saving a copy of the same document to that particular one, right? So how we are going to do that is, I'll show it to you. So you go to the work that you have done and you take file and you say save as. Then it will ask, okay, you are going to save something. So from where you are going to sleep. So where you are going to save this is, it is somewhere like, let's say you are going to save this on the desktop. So where we are going to find the desktop? It's not here, right? So you have to browse for the desktop. So you can browse. Then in the file explorer, you have the component called desktop. So you press on the desktop. So these are the icons that I can see on my desktop. So I'm going to save it. You can save it from the same name or from a different name. And if you need to create a folder and save it, ඔයාට save කරනකොටම folder එකකුත් හදලා කොහේ හරි save කරන්න ඕනොත් මෙන්න මෙතන දීලා තියෙන option එකක් to create a new folder. So I'm creating a new folder and I'm saying grade 10 over here. And now the grade 10 folder is created. So you can double click on the grade 10. So it will get open. Then you can give any name you want. Right? I'm giving this as exercise 2 and I can save it. So once I done that, you can see my name of my document is differing. Right? So if we need to save it in a different file format, we are going to go to the file. We are going to say save as. We are going to take the same place. So let's go to the let's browse and go for the desktop. And in the desktop, in the grade 10 folder, I'm going to save this as a PDF. So this is called the PDF. Right? So now the name, it doesn't matter, right? So only thing that you need to know is you can't have a file with same name in the same software. You can Word වල දැන් අපි මේ Word වලින් save කරන කෙනෙක් exercise 2 කියලා save කරාම එතනම exercise 2 කියලා ආයෙසරක් Word එකක් save කරන්න බෑ. You have to do some changes to the name. Then only it will allow you to save. But in different formats, you can. Right? So I'm going to save this Word document as a PDF. So exe2, it's a PDF, and I'm going to press the save button. So once we save that in PDF, it is open. in the PDF software, and you can see on my desktop, yes, inside the grade 10 folder, you can see exe2, exe2, the same name folders, but in different types. Right. Can you give me a feedback whether it is clear or not? Okay, I'm having one confirmation. How about others? All right, so you know how to save it in a different manner, in a different type, right? Right, so now you know how to save the document. Right now, I have saved my document in exercise 2 as exercise 2, exe2. Okay, now let's go to the insert part. So we are done with the home tab, right? So here we are going to the insert tab, right? Okay, people just excuse me for a minute, right? I'll be right back. Right. So now we are going to focus on the insert tab. Now, insert tab is helping you to insert things, right? So you can insert a table if you want. You can insert a shape if you want. You can insert a picture. Now in this version, I have something called 3D models. You can insert icons, smart arts, charts, screenshots. There are many things that you can insert, right? As well as you have many other things like online videos, links, comments, header and footer and page numbers, right? Text boxes. There are many things, right? So we are going to learn how these things are being inserted, right? Or what is the purpose of the insert tab. So for that, I'm going to take out this content. All right. So here, first thing, now we can, in the insert tab, there are many different groups. So first of all, I'm going to take your attention into the pages tab or the pages group, right? So what we are going to do is I'm making my page zoom out because I need you to show what happens when I press the cover page. Now I got a one particular page already, right? එක page එකක් දැන්ටවත් මං ගාව තියෙනවා. So here I'm going to the insert tab, and in the page group, I'm pressing the cover page. Like when I click on the cover page, it has given me many different cover pages. So I'm going to insert a one. I'm going to insert this. See what happens. So it gives me a cover page, a separate cover page. Document, it doesn't matter how many pages are there. If you are asked to insert a cover page, it will insert you a new cover page, right? So on the cover page, you can do the changes. Predefined cover page එකක් තමයි එන්නේ. So you can change, right? මේ පින්තූර එහෙට මෙහෙට කරගන්න පුළුවන්, right? So to do that, you have to do the formatting. මම කියන formatting හදාගන්න විදිහ. So you can give the document title, subtitles, right? Since I have signed into this using my account, they have taken my name as the name of the assignment, or like the owner, name of the owner, right? So likewise, we can create our cover page as we want. Yeah, sure, Behara. Meeting recording will be there in the website, right? At the rate දානවා මම අද රැට අප්ලෝඩ් කරනවා දේවල් ටික. Right. So that is the way we are going to insert a cover page. And in case if you don't want the cover page, what you have to do is you have to simply go to the cover page again. Then you can remove current cover page. අපි මෙහෙම තියදී තව cover page එකක් දැම්මොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා බලන්න. See, they won't enter two types of cover pages, right? So whatever the design that you are going to choose is going to replace the existing one, right? And if you don't want this predefined cover pages, you can insert a blank one. Does it මගේ මතක විදිහට blank එක තිබුණා. No, now they don't have a one. The පරණ version එකේ මට මතක විදිහට blank cover page එකක් තිබුණා. So we can edit. මේකත් ඉතින් අපිට ඕන විදිහට edit කරන්න පුළුවන්. It's again like some text boxes and some words are there, right? And if you want to remove this, you can go for remove current cover page. And in here, I am given the facility to select a cover page through the office.com as well. Right? ඔය විදිහට එක එක cover pages මට පුළුවන් settle කරගන්න. So if you don't want the cover page, just go there and remove. the cover page. So the cover page is gone, right? And I'll keep the cover page. And if you want to add a blank page, hispituak කරගන්න ඕනද? මෙතන තියෙන පිටු දෙකයි. This is the facility that you are using to insert a blank page. So once you click on it, a blank page will be there. Oh my god, they give us two. Do we have two already? I click on the blank page. Ah, yeah, just one is there. And I click again, it will give you more blank pages. And this is called a page break. කියන එක කෙනා ඔයගලන්ට ඕන වෙනවා මෙන්න මේ වගේ වැඩක් වෙනකොට, right? So let me take something for you. Yeah, let me take the same text. I'm going to make, yeah, so I'm going to copy it again, right? Okay, so now hold on, I'm going to copy this to this particular page, right? So I got the same content in both the pages. Then if I delete something out of this, now the selected area will be deleted. Okay, මෙතන page break එක automatically apply වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. Right, I think now it is like this. දැන් අපි type කරගෙන යනකොට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් එක පිටුවක් ඉවර වුණාම ඊළඟ පිටුවට අපි automatically අරගෙන යනවා. So we don't think about the put in any page breaks, we just type it out. මේ ඒ විදිහට type වෙච්ච moment එකක්. මෙතනටම type වෙලා ඉවරනම ඉඩ මදි නිසා ඊළඟ පිටුවේ ගිහිලා type වෙලා තියෙනවා. Now if I delete this particular part, see what happens. මම මේ ටික රතු පාටෙන් දාන්නම් so you can see the difference. I'm deleting this particular part. What happens? The previous page contents move into the page that we delete the content. කලින් තිබ්බ ඉස්සරහා තියෙන page එකේ content එක අර content එක delete කරපු එකට ඇදිලා ආවා. Now sometimes you may want this feature, but sometimes you may not. On those cases, what we have to do is, when we are like separating things, pages separate කරගන්න ඕන වුණාම අනිත් එකකට බලපෑමක් නොකර, දැන් හිතන්නකෝ මට මේ information technology කියන තැනට පස්සේ I need to write කෙනේ කොටස ඊළඟ පිටුවේ තියෙන්න ඕනේ, මේ පිටුවට එන්න බෑ. So what I'm doing is I'm going to the place where we have the information technology and I press insert, go to the insert and give a page break. Now that information technology thing is at the other page, so it is taken to that point using a page break. Now if you delete the content in here, it won't affect the other page content. It will be just there, right? So that is why we use page breaks, to break a page, or like actually to break the content from a page. Got it? Clear? පුතාල මට තප්පයක් දෙන්න. තාත්තේ. Right, okay. All right, so that is how the page break works. තේරුණාද? ඒක පැහැදිලිද? Yes, everyone, how was it? Right, great. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to see how a table is inserted. So for that I'm going to take a new page. So අපිට page එකක් අරගන්න පුළුවන්, අලුත් page එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් තව ක්‍රමයක් තියෙනවා. අපේ content ඉවර වෙන තැනකට ගිහලා දැන් මම ඉන්නේ මේ first page එකේ අග, මේ third page එකේ අග මෙන්න මෙතන. So ඔතනට ගිහිලා අපි control and enter එකක් දුන්නොත්, control key එකයි enter එකයි දුන්නොත් page break එකක් එයා automatically create කරගන්නවා. So which means it will create another page. Right, අපිට blank page එකක් ගන්න shortcut එකක් specifically මේගොල්ලෝ කියලා නැහැ. But page breakers වලින් අපිට පුළුවන් pages හදා හදා යන්න. Now if I press control enter, it will give you another page. Again control enter, it will give you another page. Likewise. Right? Right. Now I'm going to insert a table into this particular place. Right? So to do that, I'm taking my page view into 100%. Right? So here I go. So in the insert tab, we got a table command, and once we click on it, we are given a insert table menu. So insert table menu has this matrix. තෙසන්දු delete කරපු එක කියලා කිව්වේ කොතනද තෙසන්දු? අපිට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් undo කරන්න පුළුවන්. undo කරාම පුළුවන් තෙසඳු step එකෙන් step එක පිටිපස්සට යන්න. right, ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ. මම මේ ටික delete කරොත්, if I select this and delete it, so it is deleted. So I can use this button called undo. right, එහෙම නැත්නම් මට පුළුවන් control එකයි z එකයි ඔබන්න. එතකොට ටක් ගාලා එයා එක පියවරක් පිටිපස්සට යනවා. මම ආයි control z තිබුවොත් තව පියවරක් පිටිපස්සට යනවා. ඒතර පියවරෙන් පියවර පිටිපස්සට යන්න පුළුවන් control z එකෙන්. right, පියවරෙන් පියවර ඉස්සරහට එන්න පුළුවන් එයාගේ මෙහා පැත්තේ ඉන්න කෙනාගෙන් redo. දැන් මම redo එකේ බුවොත් මම අර delete කරපු තැන නැවත delete වෙනවා. ඒ විදිහට එකින් එක delete වෙන්න ගන්නවා. මම undo එකේ බුවම ආයි තිබ්බ ටික ආයි එනවා. right, likewise. right, so we were talking about inserting a table. So we go to the insert tab, we take the table command, and once we click it, we are given this matrix. මේකට කියනවා matrix එකක් කියලා. So this matrix will allow you to create a table, right, with 10 columns, තීරු 10කුයි, with 8 rows. right, so we can create this table as we want using the matrix within its limits. So if we want to go beyond this limit, හිතන්නකෝ අපිට columns 12ක් ඕනේ, පේලි 10ක් ඕනේ. එහෙම එක්කෙනෙක් හදාගන්න ඕන වුණොත් what we are going to do is we are going to choose this option called insert table. So we click on the insert table and we are going to change the number of columns as 12 and going to change the number of rows as 10. So we have 12 columns now and 10 rows. And here, this behavior, it says auto fit behavior. Now, auto fit behavior means you should say how your table is going to behave on this page. Right? You have to say that option it says fixed column width. Fixed column width means table column එක size එකයි. එයා වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එකම size. ඒතර content එක වැඩිපුර ආවොත් යටට ගිහිල්ලා type වෙනවා. Then you have the option called auto fit to contents. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි type කරන ප්‍රමාණයට අදාළ වෙන විදියට column එක හැදෙනවා. Then there is another option called auto fit to window. So that means a window එකට වඩා expand වෙන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. Window එක ඇතුලේ manage වෙන්න බලන්න. Right, so I'll keep the first option and press OK. So here it comes. This is the table which we have created with 12 columns and 10 rows. Now you can see when we select or like when we click on the table, it gives us a new tab. The මෙතන මගේ tabs ටික උරනේ acrobat කියන එක ඉන්නේ. ප්‍රමාණ මම දැන් table එක දැන් මේ table එකෙන් එළියේ cursor එක තියෙන්නේ. මම table එක උඩ click කරනවා. See, these two toolbars are there, design and layout. And design tab has the many different designs for a table. See, various colors are there. You can have it in various formats. And as well as in here, table styles option, it says header row, first column, banded rows, right? So if we take these things out, header row එකක් ඕනේ නැහැ. First column එකක් ඕනෙත් නැහැ. Banded rows ඕනෙත් නැහැ. එහෙම අස් කරාම බලන්න මේ formats වෙනස් වෙනවානේ. See? Now we don't have those formats. Now if I say header rows, then now it can see the header rows. If I say banded rows, now you can see the style with banded rows. Likewise, අපිට banded columns කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේ අපිට ඕන විදිහට මේ table එක change කරගන්න පුළුවන්. But again, these are some predefined formats. නේද? දැනටමත් set කරලා තියෙන formats ටිකක් මේ තියෙන්නේ. Now, if I need to create my own format, right? මට ඕන විදිහටම හදාන්න ඕනේ නම් you can use the layout option. Right? Hold on a minute. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. You can use this shading button right over here. හැබැයි එහෙම කරන එක ටිකක් කරදරයි. ඉතින් අපි දැන් ඔයාලට මේක row එකක් වෙන පාටක් ගන්න ඕන නම් එයාව select කරලා you have to go to the shading and you have to give a specific color. So if you want these rows to make a different color, you can give that one. Right, so the table will format on that particular manner. And if you want to change the border style, then make a border style එක තියෙන හීනි border එකක් විදියට. Right, you can choose what is the border you want. Then, like, if you are going to change the border style after drawing the table, you have to give some time to do that, because it cannot be done as quickly as it shows, right? So using this, අපි border style එකක් තේරුවම අපේ mouse pointer එක පින්සලක් වගේ වෙනස් වෙනවා, පින්සල් දුරක් වගේ වෙනස් වෙනවා. So when we have that, we can click and drag the mouse to draw this, right? If you want, you can change the size of the border. So it comes like this. Right, so like that, you can change the borders and its styles. And if you want to change all the borders at once, එක සැරේ borders වෙනස් කරගන්න ඕනේ නම්, we can use this dialog box launcher. It is called borders and shadings. මේ මෙතන කෙලවරේ තියෙනවා චූටි ඊතලයක්. ඒක click කරාම you are given this kind of window. And in this window, you are given predefined tables, and you are given like customized table as well. You can customize here. So you can choose the style of the borders. So I'm selecting this, and you can choose the color of the borders, and you can choose the width, as well as like these 6 buttons like will enable for the moment. මොකද ඔයාගේ table එකේ දැනටමත් borders තියෙනවා හැම පැත්තෙම. So you can off those things and on it again. So it will modify with the modified borders. Right, then what we have to do is right, so likewise you can apply all the borders to your table. So you can see the preview here. Then you can say okay, so your table changes as you want regarding the borders, right? Hari, තේරුණාද borders වල කොහොමද formattings කරගන්නේ කියලා? Yeah, do you got any questions? All right, great. Right, so then I'm going to talk about the layout tab. Now this layout will worry about the layout of the table. තාම table එක select කරාම එන දෙන්න ගැන මම මේ කතා කරන්නේ. So layout will worry about the layout of the table. So layout means, again, you can draw the table if you want, or you can erase the table if you want. If you take draw table, you can just draw, right? So like this. Right, so like this you can complete it. And if you want, you can draw the intermediary borders like this as well. මේක ඉතින් ටිකක් කරදරයි නේද? So the best thing is draw the table, or like plan the table before you join it. But there will be situations like this. Then again, you can erase the borders using the eraser. Right? So if you don't want these borders, you can erase it. See? Border එක මහත නිසා හරියටම place වෙන්න ඕනේ යමක. So ඔය විදිහට මට තනින් තන මකාගෙන එන්නත් පුළුවන්. So you can draw as well as you can erase. And if you want to delete the table, then මේ table එක මෙහෙම select වෙනවා මෙයා ගාව මේ එන මේ arrow keys හතර තියෙන icon එක තේරුවම. It will select entire table. And if you press delete, table won't delete. අපි delete button එකෙන් තමයි දේවල් delete කරන්නේ. සම්පූර්ණයෙන් select කරාම කරලා delete button එකේ ගොම table එක delete වෙන්නේ නැහැ. It deletes only the content inside the table. මොන හරි contents දාලා තිබුණා නම් තීරුවල ඒක මැකෙනවා. Right? So to delete the table, you can select this, and from the shortcut menu that it appears, you can choose delete, and you can go for the delete table thing. Or else you can use this delete button and delete table things. Anyway, it will delete the table. And I control set the gobala, and you can't delete anything, or like you can't delete a table using just a delete button. Remember that. Right? So, and again, inserting columns and rows. Then columns and rows will there are two positions that you can insert a column and a row. ඔයාගේ selected row එකකට හිතන්නකො මේ මම select කරන row එක කියලා. ඔය row එකට උඩින් අලුතෙන් row එකක් දාගන්න පුළුවන්. යටින් අලුතෙන් row එකක් දාගන්න පුළුවන්. If you consider a column එකට වම් පැත්තෙන් අලුතෙන් column එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්, දකුණු පැත්තෙන් column එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. So those are the places they have asked. Right? And again, you can let's insert some rows. Insert above. So ding button. Insert below. So pahali button. Insert left. And insert right. Right. So likewise, you can do the insertion. Then me insertion කරනකොට මගේ මෙච්චර cells ගානක් වැඩි උනේ ඇයි? මම ආයෙ හිටපු තැනටම ආවා. When I'm inserting above, it insert one. When I'm inserting below, it insert another. Now two things are highlighted. Can you see that? Then මම මෙතනදී insert කරන්න කිව්වොත් it will insert another two. මම insert left ගියොත් තනිකරම row එකක් add වෙනවා. Insert right ගියොත් ආයෙත් තනිකරම row එකක් add වෙනවා. Right? ඔහොම නැතුව ඔය විදිහ නැතුව අපිට ඕනම් පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ තීරු දෙකක් මැද්දට ගියාම plus mark එකක් එනවා. So once we click on it, a new column will appear. Right? ආයෙ මෙතනට ගිහිල්ලා right. So what we can do is, once we press the plus button, it will add the column at your left side, as you see. And if you press the plus button in between rows, it will add you the rows. Right? ඔය විදිහට ඔයගලන්ට columns and rows add කරගන්න පුළුවන්. But remember, ඔයා මෙහෙම row එකක් select කරලා තියෙන වෙලාවක ඒගොල්ලෝ ඔයාට columns add කරන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. rows add කරන්න දෙනවා. rows add කරන්න දෙන්නේ selected row එක දෙපැත්තෙන් විතරයි. අනිත් ඒවා දෙන්නේ නැහැ. පමුකුත් select කළා නැත්නම් you are given the ability to add rows as well as columns. Right? So that is how we are going to add the columns and rows, and how we are going to delete the columns and rows. If you need to delete these 3 borders, let's delete one border first. So first of all, you have to select the column or the row or the cell that contains in that particular row or column. නේද? එක්කෝ සම්පූර්ණ column එකම හරි සම්පූර්ණ row එකම හරි delete කරන්න ඕනේ, select කරගන්න ඕනේ, delete කරන්න අවශ්‍ය වෙන. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒ delete කරන්න ඕන වෙන column එකක හරි row එකක හරි තියෙන cell එක click කරලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Right. එතකොට පුතාලා just give me a second. Right, and let's do this. Right, so I'm selecting the column first. On my column make a select kara. So how we are going to select the entire column? My mouse pointer, when you take at the top of the column, your mouse pointer is changing into a black arrow. So when you are having that, you can press it, so it will select. Samely, when you go to the left of your column, your mouse pointer will turn like this. Then you press it, it will select the entire row. එහෙම නැත්නම් you can select, you can click on the first cell of a particular column and click and drag it down. Right? නැත්නම් යට ඉඳලා උඩට select කරගන්නත් පුළුවන්, no problem. However, you have to select the column or the row, then using this delete command in the shortcut menu, or from here you can delete it. But when you are deleting the column, they will ask something. Yeah, now it will get deleted. එක්කෙනෙක් සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම delete වුණා. මම ඔය මේක මේ column එක select කරලා තියෙනවා. I select delete, and once I'm saying delete column, so entire column is deleted. දැන් මම මෙන්න මේ column එක මට delete කරගන්න ඕනේ. So I'm just select this particular cell only. Then I'm going for the delete. So here I'm like when you goes for the delete, there are different kinds of selections: delete cells, delete columns, delete rows. So I press delete column, so it just delete. Right, so the entire column එකම select කරලා තිබ්බත් delete කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Just one cell නිකන් cursor එක දීලා තිබ්බත් delete කරගන්න පුළුවන්. But what happens when we delete a cell? The monkey will say, the මේ වෙලාවේ option එක දුන්නේ just delete a cell. Cell means this little box where the cursor is there for the moment. So they will ask options: shift cells left. එයාගේ ඒ cell එක තියෙන පේලියේ cells ටික වමට තල්ලු කරන්නද කියන අර මැද එක්කන delete වුණා, මෙතන හිස් තැනක් තියන්න බෑනේ. ඒකට වමෙන් දකුණේ තියෙන ටික වමට තල්ලු කරන්නද කියලා. Then it asks shift cells up. එතකොට මෙයා ඉන්න මේ column එකේ මේ උඩම තියෙන එක න delete වුණාම යට ඉන්න කට්ටිය උඩහට තල්ලු කරලා ඒ අඩුව පුරවන්නද කියලා අහනවා. මොකද නිතරම මේගොල්ලන්ගේ top and right corner උඩම පේලි දකුණු අත පැත්තේ දේවලුයි complete තියාගන්න තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ try කරන්නේ. වම් පැත්තයි උඩමයි දකුණු පැත්තයි යටමයි එක එක විදිහට තියාගන්න පුළුවන්. So let's say shift cells up. දැන් මේ දෙන්න ඇරුණම what are the other two options? Delete entire row. We know what happens. The entire row will delete it. Delete entire column. Then that particular column will delete it. Right? So here I'm choosing shift cells left. වමට cells ටික යවන්න කියලා මම කියන්නේ. So I'm choose that option and press OK. See what happens. මම මෙතන සෙල් එක delete කරාට මම මේ සෙල් එක තමයි delete කරේ. delete කරාම අපි දීපු command එකට අනුව වමේ තිබ්බ ටික දකුණට තල්ලු වෙලා දකුණේ තිබ්බ ටික වමට තල්ලු වෙලා මේ හිස් තැන fill කරනවා. දැන් මේ විදිහට මම මෙන්න මේ සෙල් එක this particular cell මම මේ සෙල් එකට වෙන color එකක් දෙන්නම්. එයාව delete වෙනවා කියලා ඒකට ඔයගලන්ට indicate වෙනවා. right මම මෙයාව delete කරනවා. So I right click and I go for the delete cell. මම දෙනවා shift cells up දීලා okay කරනවා. මොකද උනේ මගේ සෙල් එක delete වුණා අර තිබ්බ හිස් තැනට cells ටිකක් එකතු වුණා. හැබැයි මේ column එක delete වුණා වගේ මෙතනින් කෑල්ලක් ඉතිරුණාද? No, it won't happen. So when you delete a cell from a column won't keep any empty spaces. It will create the entire column as it is. Right? Hari, තේරුණාද? Confirm කරන්න. Yes, everyone? Is that okay? Right, great. Okay, අපි split එකයි merge එකයි ගැන කතා කරලා අද session එක නතර කරමු, right? හරි. table එකක cells කීපයක් එකට එක්කව කරලා තනි එකක් හදන්න නම් we call it merging. So we can merge. So I have selected this particular cells. Now I am pressing merge cells. So see, now it's one big cell. And if I need to divide this into some small parts, make an bedan not, I can use the split cells. So when I click on the split cells, it will ask how many columns and how many rows that it should create. The මට මේ කොටුව හතරකට බෙදන්න ඕනේ නම් කැලි හතරකට කඩන්න අවශ්‍ය නම් මං හතරකට කැඩුවම there will be 2 columns as well as 2 rows. So I'll say 2 columns and 2 rows. I'm not given the chance to create 2 columns. See, it says it's only 1 or 3. ඇයි එහෙම කියන්නේ? Because මේ merge වෙච්ච තැන there are 3 columns already, 3 rows already. So මට columns දෙකකටයි rows 3කටයි කඩා ගන්න පුළුවන්. So මම එහෙම කැඩුවොත් and I say okay, this is how it happens. To make there are 3 rows and it creates 2 columns, right? මට දැන් අවශ්‍ය නම් මේ 3 දෙනා ආයෙත් දෙකට බෙදා ගන්න. So I select it and I say split cells. So number of rows is 3. I need 2 columns. So I say okay. So it creates like that. Now if I need to create this as well, so 3 columns, split cells, and says okay. So then we can take it to the previous state. And this split table is there to split the table. දැන් මම මේ column එකක් select කරලා තියෙන වෙලාවට split table දුන්නොත් it won't split in. එයා split වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි මම column එකක් row එකක් select කරලා if you select a row and say okay you split, so it's split from the selection I have made. මම කියලා තියෙන තැනින් මම selection එක දාලා තිබ්බ තැනින් දෙකට කැඩුණා. මම මේ විදිහට column එකක් ඇතුලේ cursor එක click කරලා still I set split table, cursor එක තියෙන column එකෙන් කැඩෙනවා. see මේකේ තමයි cursor එක තිබුණේ. so එතනින් table එක දෙකට කැඩෙනවා. so table එක දෙකට කැඩනවා කියලා කියන්නේ now you got separate tables. ආයි අර දෙන්නගේ සම්බන්ධයක් නැහැ. those are separate tables. got that? තේරුණාද ඔය දේවල් ටික? right. Okay, so for the moment I'm going to end the session from here, and today I won't give you any homework because there are much more things to be discussed in the insert tab. So next week එකේ අපි insert tab එක කතා කරගත්තයින් පස්සේ we'll do another practical. Right? Okay, so I hope you got some knowledge regarding Word, right? So we are going to continue by next week as well. Right? Okay, people. So thank you very much. I'll meet you on the next Sunday. Right? So thank you so much. Yes, Dinelka, thank you. And have a nice weekend, people. I'll see you on next Saturday with the Word again. Right? Thank you. Right? Okay, thank you, everyone.